Coy's situation. First, I want to say I'm going to apologize to Coi because, you know, I don't want if she feels that way, then as a dad and as somebody that's trying to somebody that's trying not to let me see what's the somebody that's trying to be the bigger person in this situation because this, you know, we use that word a lot, but Coi admitted on the Math Hoffa show.
I got a clip of Coi actually.
Play that clip because
let me see if it catches the audio good.
You know, I had sex at a young age. I was out in the street, 13. When we separated, it was like we had to figure it out, you know. And
how old were you when you went to Virginia?
I was like 14.
So hold on.
Yeah,
hold on. So now that was on Math Hoffa. Shout out to Math Hoffa asked her, when did you lose your virginity? Which I thought the question was inappropriate. And I didn't, you know, but me and Math's cool. And Coi allows this. And Coi had a little grin on her face when she said it. And I felt like that's when throughout this whole ordeal with me and Coi and her saying I wasn't there. And, you know, these are the times that I should have been there. Because her having sex at 14, I didn't know that. That's the first time I heard that. And, you know, I was disappointed in myself.
That's tough.
Now, no, okay, but it's the reality of it. And I hate to say this, but that's common. Her having sex 14, 15. Now, my thing to Coi is, if you're saying about the decisions, about the conversation I had as a grown-up about R. Kelly and my views, and then to say that you had sex at 14, well, then that means that whoever you had sex with, then he needs to be in jail too. Because he broke the law.
But are you gonna put a 14-year-old fucking 14-year-old in jail?
It's not. No, I'm not the police. We are talking. Remember, I told you we're talking
but
laws.
Who do you arrest? The girl or the guy?
We're talking laws. I don't arrest nobody.
I'm just. Isn't it?
I'm making the point.
I'm asking you by the law. I'm asking you a question.
Right.
Is it who's at fault? Would they arrest the girl or the guy?
That's gonna be a deeper conversation because my thing is let's say I'm assuming a 17-year-old kid has sex with a 14-year-old girl, right?
Yeah,
17-year-old, he's going to jail.
6'9" did.
I'm saying he's going to jail.
16 and 19.
All right. So listen, I've been known that. So to me, it's hypocritical saying, well, you know, R. Kelly's locked up. What he did was wrong, messing with 13, 14, 15, right? But he's locked up. But what about all the girls that have had sex under 16 years old who are condemning R. Kelly, who says, like, what about the parents like myself that didn't know? I don't know if Coi's mother knew, but this is a question that because I know this is going to make the blogs, and this conversation needs to be heard. It needs to be having. I need to know to the women out there. This is for all the blogs out there, for all the commenters. I need to know: did you know that your daughter had sex under 16? And if you did know, how did you feel about it? And how did you feel, depending on how old was the man or boy? If the boy was under 20, did you feel like, hey, it was nothing? You know what I'm saying? But if the man was over 40, you'd be like, wait a minute, then he's a pervert and he's a pedophile?
But is he not?
So then is
there not a significant difference between a 20 and a 40-year-old fucking
morality? Now we're talking morality. So yes, it's super weird. But I'm saying 14, even at 20 is weird. It might not be super, as you get older, it gets more weirder. But 20 to 14, 19, 14 is still 14, man.
Word.
Yep. All right, so
let's go to 17, though.
So
17 and 20, 17 and 40.
No, we can't do 17 because it's
16,
right? It's not against the law.
16's a year.
16's it's not against the law.
Well, 17 is the year
only in Miami. But I'm saying most other places where 16's the law in the state, you can have sex with a 17-year.
Can we fact check that and make sure that that's the case?
I've already done my research. I've already done my research.
It's probably
he's right. I mean, the federal law is 18, and then every state has their own advantage on it. Like Utah, but they be trying to get that shit to 14 and all type of crazy shit.
They've been trying to do that.
Those are also like Mormon states.
Places overseas have no, listen, Germany has no age limit at all. Yeah. So listen, this is what I'm saying, right? So we're gonna, so a man that has bad education, a man that's been molested, he needs, so all these guys that have been picking up girls, all the older guys at middle school, I've seen all my life, and in the high school. So that means half the hood would be fucking locked up. All these girls that are talking all this shit about R. Kelly, their uncles, brothers, cousins, they got somebody. Okay, see, this conversation's taboo. Nobody wants to talk about it. That's why it's never been brought up, because this conversation here, this is never brought up. And that's all I was saying. I never, and then, Elvis married at 14, Buddy Holly married at 14. Roman Polanski married at 14, or Buddy Rich. We're going on.
weird.
We can go on and on and on and on and on, right? Nothing happened. The whole Epstein list. These guys are still out there at their cribs doing whatever they want to do. But R. Kelly, this black man who has serenaded us, we have been singing his songs and everything. All of a sudden, because he has issues now. What he did was wrong. I said it, and we are a land of laws. He has to pay. Yes, he does, right? But not.
What if it was your dog?
But not 30 years.
Do you want him out?
I'd probably want to kill him.
Okay. We gotta also respect the people that.
Listen, I'm talking laws. I am not talking my personal. I said it was wrong, and I'm not into that shit. But guess what? That shit happens all the time.
I don't disagree.
And I
We
just
were
don't
all
want
in
to
high
keep
school,
talking
right?
about R. Kelly
Yeah.
with it.
We were all in high school, and we all knew the girls in high school that were fucking the college kids, right? Like, that bit, it's 100% happened all the time. It's 100% ongoing thing. There's no doubt about it. I'm sure that all these college kids right now, these little fraternities.
But there's one
and shit,
big
fuck
difference
some-
with R. Kelly. One major difference.
What, he likes to pee on them?
Nah, not just that. The sex tape, bro. He got charged with child pornography. The fucking shit is a whole different story.
right.
And you're right about the argument. But
He's right.
he had a whole sex tape.
He's right.
And that shit went viral before shit
He's
could
right.
go
He's
fucking
right.
viral.
He's right.
Niggas was
He's absolutely right.
They had the cassette tapes, the
He's
shit,
absolutely right.
and then they fucked the world up. It was like,
Right.
yo, all y'all been watching child
Right.
porn.
No,
all y'all.
No. But listen,
You know what I'm saying?
but hold up. But all I'm saying is that he needs to be he needs a chance to be rehabilitated. Like he needs help, and he doesn't need to do 30 years. Now maybe 10. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was a judge and jury, which I don't never want to be.
How old is
but,
R. Kelly?
You know what I'm saying?
'Cause-
But
10.
30 years for that, where this is so common.
Now, Benzino-
this is so fucking common. No, man, it's not.
Benzino
It's not fair.
he got a serious point because y'all know, and you got to be a little older. Remember this shit. Y'all know what happened to Rob Lowe?
No.
Rob Lowe was the first celebrity sex tape. Rob Lowe got caught fucking like a 16-year-old on camera, and his shit was supposed to be over. And that shit happened in the 80s. That shit died down because this is before that shit was a thing. You know what I'm saying? And that shit died down.
Kevin Spacey just got through
You know
some
what
with
I'm
some
saying?
young boys. See,
Young boy. Oh, yeah.
but all that shit's weird.
Yeah, but for real, Rob Lowe is
don't like
like
none of that.
he's a star now. That nigga's on
Listen,
Parks and Rec, all type of
listen,
wild shit.
listen,
But yeah,
we
got
already know white and black, so
Yeah.
we're not even gonna get on that. It's the black and black.
African
not white.
Bambaataa, too.
Listen, we already know white and black, but black and black. Listen, black and black. We're not with. Like I'm not with it. Like why are we so quick? Like as much, and it doesn't make an excuse, but it's like why are we so quick to just, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is, too, a lot of people argue, if not 30 years, death. And I don't wish that on nobody. I don't wish that on R. Kelly, never in a million years.
R. Kelly didn't rape nobody though. So he doesn't deserve death. Like, listen, them parents passed them little girls on, man. And I'm not saying none of it's right. But R. Kelly ain't raped nobody.
Damn.
Just like all these other guys that have had sex with these young girls.
No, man.
Just like, listen, once again.
Because I wasn't there. We wasn't,
What you mean? Like, ain't nobody charge R. Kelly with rape? What do you mean? Where's the rape charge?
No grooming?
Y'all gotta
I don't know
stop.
the exact charge.
There's definitely
no
grooming charges.
There's
No. What I'm saying
Come
is,
to my nice big house. Check out this, that.
I'm saying, yes, it was wrong what he did, but I'm saying R. Kelly didn't take like just drug up and like I didn't see the forceful type stuff what he did. I'm not sticking up for R. Kelly. I'm just saying R. Kelly got arrested and charged with having sex with young girls under the age of 16. And I'm saying a lot of motherfuckers in this country right now are doing the same fucking thing. They've been doing it, and they've never seen a county jail.
I got the R. Kelly charges up.
And mothers and fathers, okay, might have known about it. And just because the boy was 18, 19 didn't make it any better. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? I get what R. Kelly did. R. Kelly's locked up, so we don't have to keep. He's doing his time. What else can he do? Well, now let's talk the bigger problem. Let's talk the bigger problem with these young girls having sex under 16, mothers knowing about it, and just because the young boy got some bread or he's a young boy, it makes it okay. Let's talk about that. And since Coi wants to say all this and everything, and Coi, since I guess this is the only way that we're going to be going, because I never mentioned Coi. I don't even know where that came from. But again, Coi, like a lot of people.
No, you never mentioned Eminem either.
Coi, like a lot of people. But Coi, like a lot of people, lives through the internet. So if Coi's thinking that a few comments is mad at me because then that's what they think the world is, and it's just not it. Like, I stood on what I said, and I'm standing on it. That was an adult conversation. If she came in and said that, Coi, you can't say that, and then the same breath say, I had sex at 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just can't do it.
Let me ask you a question. You think moms knew?
I think all the moms know because the daughter, that's a big thing in the daughter's life. Of course they want to tell and they should tell their moms. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not here to judge on how when a girl will have sex. I'm just saying we got to be careful with judging everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that when young girls have sex, they got to talk to somebody. They're not going to talk to their father. Now, usually when a boy does it, he's going to come to dad. Right? A girl's gonna go to moms.
Or nobody.
but Zeno, you got it. I see where you're going with this because it's part of a bigger issue. The issue that I feel like you talk about is the fact that there's a culture of young women having sex. And that culture is big because that culture is basically the teen pregnancy. And I know there's a lot of women who be like
whole TV show. There's
a whole lot of like 40-year-old grandmothers because their kids, they had their baby when they was like 16,
our
20.
Grandmothers and our mothers was marrying at 13 and fought for like 50. Like, come on.
My mom was 16 when she had.
And then they encourage their daughters to have kids at 20 and 16 and 17 or whatever. So now we got this culture of young mothers, and then we have a culture of young grandmothers, and now it's just this whole thing.
Let's call it what it is: a culture of young women fucking and having sex. Under 16 when they shouldn't be.
Like the verbiage in this one, I won't get mad at YouTube for pressing that limited and restricted.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You understand what I'm saying? It's like
I get it.
That's what we're
By the way, make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe. Make sure you're turning them notifications on. Make sure you're sending in some super chats if you want to ask some questions. Because they ain't going to pay us. YouTube ain't paying us for this one. This one's restricted. You know what I'm saying? But on top of that, shout out Jeff Fire. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. I see everybody's. I'm reading. I'm reading the shit that you're writing. I see it. But
in academics, let's please, because you know what I'm saying.
Before we get to academics,
all right,
we're talking about Coi having sex at 14 years old. You've been very vocal about you don't want her to be making music. Basically talking about my pussy this, my pussy that. No. You want to hear as a dad.
No, right. Yes, right. I've said that. I'm not saying I'm not dictating what music she makes. I'm just saying.
Now she's got a music video that she's a stripper at a strip club.
Right. I mean, I do notice about this generation. It's like the ones who didn't strip, they look up. They're looking because right now when you look at it, the strippers are the ones that seems like
City girls.
all the eyes are on them. So these young girls coming up. And it's like, okay, well, they won't strip, but they want the image. They want the image and the persona of a dancer. Like, I wish, because everything happens so fast. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could put my finger on society. But this shit is bananas, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I was in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and so I've seen it all.
You know what those?
I've seen it all.
You know what those generations never had? You know what they never had? OnlyFans. You got pornography mixed in with your social media. People get more porn from social media than they do news.
Big facts.
It's yeah, but the FCC is allowing that. It's being allowed.
Of course. They're promoting it.
They're allowing
it's being allowed.
The growth of marijuana. Wherever they're going to get their taxes, wherever they come on.
Could we also be serious?
They're not getting taxes from a lot. That's going to London, not the United States. Now, United States will get some. That's London. OnlyFans is from London. So hear me out. Like
they said, fuck TikTok, but OnlyFans you can stay.
Well, I'm saying because TikTok is London and America are cool. China and America's not cool.
Still, the perversion of America. Will
Because
be
they don't care.
delivered
But this
on
is
OnlyFans.
I'm glad you're saying this. Is what I'm saying. The
There's
same
not
thing.
beef between-
We live in a hypersexualized. They're pushing it on us to distract us. They're fucking us. They're doing. You think this is just being done just because? This is being done to distract us and fuck up the minds of many. See, when these women, OnlyFans and Instagram, and listen. You know what I'm saying? We are living in a time where at one time this would never be allowed on a government level. This would be censored like a motherfucker.
Perversion.
All right. Censored like a motherfucker.
This conversation? Because this
no.
conversation
Not yet.
Yeah. Nah, it wouldn't be censored.
No, but like Twitter, like you would never see do you see the porn on Twitter?
There's porn, yeah.
You would never see that. Like
Some
that
wild
would
shit on
the
there.
government would not allow you for that to happen. So something happened in the government, on the government level, where they said, you know what? Let's put this out there because it's if they wasn't benefited from it, not necessarily even from a monetary standpoint, but just from some type of psychological standpoint of the masses, because I've never seen nothing like 1 o'clock, you could turn the radio on and listen. And you have your kids, your 5-year-old in the back of the car, in their car seat. And on the radio, hey, 99-point jams and eat my and suck my ass and
They got the words though?
Like, huh?
Do they play the words? I haven't listened to the radio since like 1997.
They're cutting out the main ones, but you know what they're saying.
Okay.
You
And
can
I-
I
still
was just
sing
wondering
along,
if they
you know
did
what I
because
mean?
I don't know because on TV everything's cool.
But
now.
listen, but
you
I'm
got
saying,
news anchors now talking shit. You got Stephen A. Smith calling people like Stephen A. Smith just started going crazy on.
Stephen A. Smith, he's a fraud. Like Stephen A. Smith, stick to sports.
Yeah.
Now you're trying to come over here into this area, and that's another thing. That's why I want to bring the
Cam and
academic
Mace
stuff.
made him feel comfortable.